Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverly and it is lovely to see you today. In this video I'm going to be talking about my autumnal favourites. So this video was requested and I always want you to feel like you're part of this channel and part of how it runs. So if you ever have any videos that you would love to see more of, or if you have any ideas, definitely let me know down in the comments, or you can leave me a comment on Instagram or send me an email or an owl or a carrier pigeon, whatever you feel like, because I always love you guys to let me know what you would love to see more of. And today we're talking about all my favourite things this seasonal months, and I'm really excited because autumn is my favourite season. And if you enjoy this video, definitely let me know and I'll do more, I'll do all the other seasons while I'm at it. So definitely keep watching. So the first thing we're going to be talking about is podcasts. I love a good podcast. I have lots of them saved, but I don't have the time to always listen to everything. I'm definitely playing catch up at the moment, but I definitely wanted to talk about two of my favourites. I've done a whole video about these two podcasts before, but they're Inside of You and Mile Higher podcast. Both are very different. So Inside of You is by Michael Rosenbaum, my favourite actors. He's amazing and I'm a member of his Patreon. He's such a good actor. He played Lex Luthor in Smallville, so if you enjoyed Smallville, you'll definitely know who he is. Basically in this podcast, he interviews celebrity friends, famous people, musicians, sportsmen, celebrities, and talks about mental health and talks about how they're feeling. He recently interviewed both Jared and Jensen, talking about the run-up to the end of Supernatural after 15 years. I'm really enjoying listening to those. I'm re-listening to Jensen's interview today. I just really love this podcast and you get something out of it even if you don't know that celebrity. I've got so much out of this podcast about mental health and looking after yourself. It's really interesting, so I definitely would recommend it. And also Mile Higher podcast is a couple, they're married, Kendall and Josh. Kendall has a YouTube channel herself, but her and her husband run Mile Higher podcast, and basically it's true crime and conspiracy theories, some kind of spiritual elements as well, but it's mostly true crime and conspiracy theories. So interesting. I've learned so much from them. I've gotten a lot out of them talking with family members of people who've been murdered and things like that. Just how to cope, how to deal with these big traumatic events. Such incredible podcasters, so definitely go and check both of them out. And I'll leave links to everything that I mention in this video down below in the description, so don't forget to go and check all of that out. Next we're talking about YouTubers. I spend a lot of my time watching YouTube. If I catch like 5-10 minutes to myself, I'll definitely usually stick on a YouTube video, and these are some of my favourite YouTubers. And first we've got Rachel Maxey. She is a vintage YouTuber and she's the first YouTuber that I found that was like, people dress vintage every day. I didn't know this was a thing, and watching her really gave me the confidence to start dressing vintage myself. So she means a lot to me. I've been following her for a number of years now. I love her. She's got the cutest dog called Frodo. She does sewing, she does crafting, she's just a cosplayer. She just brings a lot to her channel and I definitely look up to her as a YouTuber, so definitely go and check her out. I'm sure if you watch me and you're interested in vintage fashion, you're already subscribed to her, but I thought I'd throw her hat in the ring anyway. Next up we've got Lacey Faye, vintage gal next door. I recently discovered this person and she is amazing. She does like vintage lifestyle, vintage hauls, and how to clean and look after your vintage clothing. I really love watching her. She's got a great personality and her cat is called Johnny Cash. Great reason to follow her right there. Next up is Bernadette Banner. Really amazing person. She is a chronic illness warrior. She's a big sewer and a lot of her aesthetic is like dark, witchy, vintage, dark academia kind of a vibe. I love watching her channel. I've learned a lot about sewing from watching her, as well as just enjoying her whole Victorian vibe. Definitely go and check her out. She's a really cool person. Next we've got Jenny Pettigan. If you know me at all, you'll know that I love Jenny. I consider her a friend. I hope she considers me a friend as well. She's an incredible chronic illness warrior. She does a lot to raise awareness. She's got a great little community around her channel and her blog. She's just a really wonderful, lovely person. She works as a Disney princess and does a lot of content about makeup and princessing, and her weekly vlogs are just incredible. How she deals and paces and how she juggles all the balls that she has in the air. I just love watching her, and she's really happy at the moment, and I love seeing that, so go and give her a subscribe. Then we have Tay Luna, a spiritual YouTuber. I love this person. She's such a happy, outgoing person. She does aerial ribbons and things like that. She also does a lot of crafting. She has a little doggy wog. She has a business where she sells stuff that she has thrifted, and she does a lot of haul videos. I just love her little decorating videos and stuff, and she's really nice. She always replies when you message her or when you comment. She's just a really nice person, so definitely go give her a subscribe. She deserves it. Then we have Mint Fairy. Oh, she's one of my favourite people. I absolutely love this girl. She's so kind, and her energy is so bright and loving and fun. She definitely has a fairy spirit to her, and her videos are mainly about having a spiritual life as well as how to connect with the fae in your life, in your area where you live. I've learnt so much from her about dealing with fae in my area and how to bring them into my life. I think she's amazing, so she definitely deserves a little subscribe from you. Then we have Finn the Invincible. This guy's amazing. He does a lot of trans awareness as well as motivation, how to blog. He's got a book coming out. An incredible, inspiring person who has a background of addiction. Talks a lot about how to pull yourself up and get to being the authentic person that you always wanted to be. I really find his channel so motivating, and I've learned so much about my own blogging, about the things that I want to do in my life. Keeps me motivated, so thank you, Finn. Incredible. I've learned so much from him, so go and subscribe. Then we have It's a Charming Life. I love Lindsay and Jonas. Incredible artist. Jonas has such a beautiful style to him. They live in a cozy little cottage in the state of New York near Sleepy Hollow. If you're looking for a folky, vintage, spooky vibe with a lot of cottagecore, head on over, because they have everything that you could need. I love them. And lastly, the Witch of Wonderlust. I think a lot of us witchy YouTubers already watch her. She's incredible. She's just moved house. She's just moved, I think, back to her home state from Los Angeles. I'm looking forward to seeing how her practice changes and how she brings her daily practice along with her. As you all know, if you're watching my channel a long time, I've just moved recently and I've been struggling to get back into my routines, although it's coming back a little bit now. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how she brings everything back into her life after her move. And I think you would really enjoy her channel. So I hope that you will go and subscribe to all of these people. They are incredible YouTubers who inspire me. I get a lot of ideas of how to improve my channel from watching them. So if you enjoy my channel, you're going to enjoy them. Next we have TV shows. This is definitely the cozy curl up with a blanket and the dogs and watch TV season, and I'm really enjoying rewatching The Vampire Diaries. I watch them quite regularly. The Vampire Diaries is one of my favourite programmes, so I'm rewatching that at the moment. My mum keeps saying it's very violent. I would agree, but it's vampires, so I have no regrets. Next, me and my mum have been watching Get Organised with the Home Edit. I'm really enjoying this. It's kind of like porn for me. I love watching a messy area become clean and tidy and organised. I get so many ideas from them of how to get a little bit more organised in my own life. Because if you have chronic fatigue like me, if you have health issues, if you deal with a lot of pain, being organised is going to help you in so many ways. This program will give you so many ideas. It's kind of like the Marie Kondo effect, because now I'm just wanting to go through the house and organise and get everything in little boxes so it looks nice. Next up we have the Umbrella Academy. Season 2 has been incredible. If you're not yet watching this and you watch superheroes and Doctor Who and Marvel, that kind of thing, which is some of my favourite things, you will love the Umbrella Academy. It is based on a comic, but I have heard that the comic isn't as good as the TV show. The TV show is incredible. It has one of my favourite actors in, Robert Sheehan. I would definitely recommend this. It's got so many layers to it. It's funny, it's light-hearted. It's just, the soundtrack is perfection. It's perfection. Go and watch it now. Next up, me and my mum have been watching Sweet Magnolias. This is on Netflix. In fact, all of these that I've just mentioned are on Netflix. But Sweet Magnolias is about 3 friends who live in, I think, one of the southern states of America by their accents. And they open up a spa. One of them's going through a divorce, one of them's struggling to connect with their teenage daughter, and the other one has always wanted children, hasn't been able to. And you just kind of watch these 3 women help each other through their difficult times. It's one of those feel-good series. I love shows like this where you can just curl up, and it's been lovely to watch with my mom. I definitely just really enjoy my time with my mom, and watching that together is just a really cherished thing that I love, because we had just finished The Gilmore Girls. That's what we had been watching, and so Sweet Magnolias has got a similar kind of feel to it. So if you like The Gilmore Girls, you will like that. Next on Amazon, I've been watching Epic Home Haunts, and this is about people who turn their houses into like big, epic, incredible haunted houses just for Halloween, just for like a week in Halloween time. And I didn't know this was a thing, because in England it's not really a thing. People don't go trick-or-treating. I've never been trick-or-treating. I love Halloween, but in England it's not really a thing. It's hard to find stuff to decorate with. It's just a disappointment. So watching this at this time of year has just really made my heart sing. I've loved watching these incredible houses be built and put together. Really enjoyed it. My mum and my husband didn't enjoy it quite so much, but yeah, they're English. And then lastly, on Channel 5 has been a remake of All Creatures Great and Small, and I was a huge fan of All Creatures Great and Small, the old version. When I was a kid, I loved that show so much. I love anything that's countryside and animals, and I just love it. It's a period piece. It's set in, I think, the 50s, and it's just so sweet. It's such a lovely, sweet series, and I watched it because some of my favourite actors are in it. But it's All Creatures Great and Small, and it's so good. They've done such a good version of this amazing book series. Definitely go and watch it. It's on Channel 5, and yeah, it's really good. There's been 4 episodes on, so you haven't missed much, but it's really good. Now we're moving on to the clothing. As you all know, I love fashion. I love getting dressed up. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see how I style my clothing. And recently I've got a couple of pieces from Hardcore Clothing, and oh my goodness, the quality of their clothing, how easily affordable they are, how comfortable they are. It's just, and their patterns are so wild and crazy. I just love this brand so much. Definitely would recommend them on all aspects. I just love these pieces of clothing so much. I would definitely recommend them. They have sales quite regularly, so even if you can't afford that price range, maybe you can save up a little bit and get them when they have a sale on. That's what I tend to do, and it's lovely to just have a little treat every now and again. Another thing I've gotten into, because I can't go out to thrift in charity shops quite so much because of, you know, the plague. But I've really gotten into eBay, which is where I got this top from. And this is 1970s true vintage piece, this jumper. And I've really enjoyed finding 70s and 80s true vintage. I really enjoy the style of the 70s and the 80s. I always have done. But a lot of their pieces were like reimagined from the 40s and 50s. There was a big resurgence in those decades. And so even if you dress in 40s and 50s style, you would definitely find 70s and 80s a bit cheaper, easier to find, easier to look after, and still comes in that style, you know, it looks cute, feeling good. And lastly, layering. I would say this time of year is all about thin jumpers that you can layer under your summer dresses, all about wearing leggings underneath your skirts and dresses. It's all about cardigans, layer, 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 that way you won't get cold. And staying warm, especially if you have chronic illnesses, is so important. So I would beg of you to go and get yourself some little vest tops to wear under things, cardigans, little jumpers and leggings. Next up is skincare, and I have been loving the Body Shop. I've been shopping at the Body Shop since I was about 14. Recently I got hold of this. This is Drops of Youth. I'm in my 40s now, so I need to step up my game, and I've been using a lot of serums and things, and it's a toner. So you put it on after you wash your face and it just realigns you, but it's kind of serum-y. It's a water gel. It's got a lovely way of just sinking into your skin, plumps up your skin, makes you feel good. Definitely recommend that. And then my old favourite, the coconut body butter. I mean, can you see how much I've used? I do get through a lot of these. I love them. I always pick them up when they're on offer. They quite often will do like 3 for £15, that sort of sale. Always grab them when they're on that, and they have lots of different scents and flavours, and they often have Halloween specials. I think their usual one is like this year, I think it's vanilla pumpkin flavour. Not flavour, scent. You know what I mean. Don't eat it. It's not cool. Don't eat it, okay? And then, as a little treat, my Switch. I love my Switch. It's how I wake up in the morning. I tend to sit up, put some YouTube on and grab my Switch. And when I'm on my Switch, I tend to gravitate towards Animal Crossing. I absolutely love this game. It's so cool. I love being able to collect different pieces of clothing. I have a theme for my island, and I love collecting pieces that are going to match, decorating it, talking to the little villagers. It's just such a sweet game. And then the other one I've been playing is called Spiritfarer, which is an indie game, and this is you're like a reaper and you have to go and collect souls and take them on your ship to the other side to cross over. My mum said this sounded quite dark, but it's actually a really nice game. You get to decorate your ship and collect people and travel to different islands. I've just really enjoyed playing it, so definitely recommend that. And that's everything. That's all my favourites this season of autumnalness. But my main thing is just this season. Autumn is my favourite time of the year. I just wait all year for autumn to come. I love the weather. I love wearing little jackets and coats and bundling up. And it's not too cold, it's cosy. I love it. And I also love the colours of the trees and all that kind of thing. Yeah, it's just my favourite. So let me know down below, what's your favourite season? What are your favourites at the moment? If you've done a video on your channel of your favourites, definitely leave me a link down below so I can check it out. Let me know all the things. I love talking to all of you, so don't forget to leave me a message and a comment down below so that I can have a little chit chat to you. I absolutely love that. While you're down there, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave me a cheeky little like so I know that you enjoy videos like this and I can bring more to the channel in future. And lastly, if you're not yet subscribed, you like my face, you enjoy my content, definitely head down there and hit the subscribe button. I would love to grow this channel. I would love to grow more and more people into the family. Come be a butterfly, get your wings, hit that subscribe button, ring that little bell so you always know when I upload. I'm usually here Mondays and Fridays. My health permitting, I always do my very best to be here with you every week, twice a week. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, I hope that you'll stick around, grab a cup of tea and check out this playlist that I put together for you. I hope that you have a great week. I hope you're having a lovely day and I will see you next time. Bye. Mwah.